but I'm just going to try and sort out. Okay, let's delete that. Delete that. Okay, I'm just going to try and add in. I've just deleted all visual sources for TikTok, so I'm just going to try and add it back in now and see what happens. In the meantime, there's no trades for me at the minute, so yeah, I'm just waiting for the market to. Oh, Ian, thanks for what the hell? Yeah, I'm not sure why that has happened. So, oh, fuck. Uh, right, okay. I'm just a little bit stuck for a second, guys, on TikTok. I'm just gonna have to start deleting a few things because I don't know what has happened, why it's performing like this. Just save that. Done. Hey Sandra, how you doing? I'm just having a problem with TikTok at the minute. I don't know what's happened, but everything. Guys, if you're having an issue, in fact, I might just close TikTok down and try and start again. Uh, there's not. I love it. I'm getting a message to encourage viewers to share the live stream, but there's absolutely nothing to share. I can't. Ah, okay, here we go. Display capture, add. Can't add source, please try again. Couldn't add source, please try again. Uh, okay, I've got an issue and I don't understand what is going on with TikTok. I'm gonna have to end it, guys, and I'm gonna bring it back on TikTok. If not, just go to YouTube, guys. YouTube's running perfectly fine. Um, unless. Yeah, I'm gonna have to do it all on YouTube, guys. I don't know what's going on with TikTok. So apologies, guys. I'm gonna end it here on TikTok. So go over to YouTube. It's Mark Owen Concepts on YouTube. We are live there. Um, I can't waste any more time. Sorry, guys. Right, YouTube. How are we doing, guys? Absolutely horrendous. Poor. Right. Okay. So listen, right now, listen, gold's gone ballistic. So we are just looking for um, bullish setups. That's what we're looking for, bullish setups. I'm not going to look for any sell signals until um, we see the market break structure. It's that simple. We don't really need to get hooked um, on trying to sell the top, because the top will come whenever it's ready. Yeah, we can't predict that. What we can do is try and just be disciplined, which is the market's move in one direction, which is vertical north. So just stay with that until we see something that tells us otherwise. And right now, we don't see anything. Do we have a change in structure? No. Um, could we look for potential buys here? Um, yeah, we could. I just need to bring up, I closed. I just closed my trading account while I was trying to sort out TikTok. But yeah, what I'm going to look for is a bullish 15-minute candle. Now, if it comes on this 15-minute candle or the next 15-minute candle, then we'll have to just wait and see. But right now, I'm sitting tight and waiting predominantly for buyers to come back in. I'm not going to do anything until I see buyers come back in, or we can then look for, all right, that's trading account up and running. Um, what's going on with, I see a bit of a lag on YouTube as well. Why are we seeing a big bearish candle in 15-minute? Guys on YouTube, just let me know if there's, are you seeing it? Is it have you got a delay or is it okay? I just need a little bit of feedback from people on YouTube because I'm really struggling to work out what's going on right now. Sound and image is fine, Mark. Lovely. Okay, no worries. Then we'll work with that. I have no idea what's gone on with TikTok. Really, really bizarre. Yeah, can't add source, can't add. Yeah, no, I literally can't even, I can't add anything. It's like there's a huge issue. I might even have to delete everything on TikTok, which is, yeah, very, very odd. So yeah, listen, we're gonna wait for buyers to come in here. I'm not really gonna look for anything else just yet. Um, NASDAQ, there's nothing really of great interest on the NASDAQ for me just yet. If we go for the daily chart, we can have a look at this and we can see that we're setting a bit of a range over the last few weeks. With a range, we know we want to trade from support or we want to trade from resistance, and right now we're bang in the middle of both. So again, there's not a lot we can do. Uh, we just have to be patient and wait for the market to get to our desired levels. Let's go back to gold. 15-minute. Okay, here we go. Let's change screen because we're potentially going to get a buy setup on gold. Now, I'm going to wait for it to close. We can look for price to break its own high and trade long. We have a good, what's that? 100 points up to the highs. To be fair, what time are we? 110. I'm going to buy this live, guys. Okay, so 25 pip target just hit. There we go, stops at break even. It was a bit of a quick trade. I do apologize, but I just liked it on the 5 as I flipped down. So second TP is now in at 50 pips. Do you ever leave a trade open over the weekend for the gold gap Sunday night? No, don't leave anything open. Close everything down every day. Unless I've done something against my rules, which I've done a few times. And it's not always been a pleasurable experience, let me tell you that. So stick to, I've just moved my stop up a little bit to cover any potential uh, spread gaps, etc. So, we're going to get charged commission on every trade. So I've literally we've banked 25 pips and then we've just put our partial TP up slightly to cover any commission that's being charged. Just let me know if you caught that trade with me. Yeah, comics will be firing in anytime soon. But yeah, I'll be updating the trade stats in a second. Another win for the lunchtime live stream. This is the first trade of the day for me, by the way. Probably going to be the last one as well. Mondays are never a favorable day for me. I always like to wait until the US Open. I've missed all the nonsense this morning. Yeah, most of the move happened overnight, and I was out of the market. I wasn't doing anything overnight. Look, I'll show you no trades, history, custom period today. So look, there you go. Just the one trade today. Hopefully we can hit our 50 pips. TP2. If not, we're going to bank a little bit of profit. So you got 2 minutes for the 15-minute candle. Yeah, I mean, look, I would take this on the 15 as well, to be fair. Let's have a look, see how much room we've got. From here, 80 points. So what I'll do, because we got a full trade in, we're about to get, oh, it held in. So we'll see if it holds. If we don't get stopped out, I'll put a half risk trade in because we still have half our original entry here. If we get stopped out slightly above our entry price, then I'll put the full trade back in on the 15. Okay, so that's going to be what I'm going to do. But obviously it depends. If this trade just flies up here and reduces the potential rewards significantly, then I won't even contemplate taking the half risk trade. What we got? About 1 minute, guys. About 1 minute. And we've been taken out. So we'll see if it closes bullish. If it does, I'll take round 2. Now, because I've already taken one entry here off the lower time frame, I want to see a wick down here. I'm not going to go for a momentum entry. If it just goes straight up, I'll let it go without me. I don't want to have profit back. So This one, we're waiting for the wick down. Where's the? I've just realized what's missing. Sources, results, chart, add. Image, where are you? Webcam. Okay, so it looks like it's going to go without us. Now, remember, I don't need to chase the profits. We've already secured 25 pips on our first trade. So we're just waiting to see if we get a wick down. If we get a wick down, then we can look to place the trade. Who have we got in here today, guys? Just let me know if you caught any. Right, okay, so wick down's coming in. Let me just check on something. Uh, Monday. Okay, no major news today. All medium impact. So, not afraid of any of this news. All right, so let's just move that up above here. Durable goods. That's fine. Okay, orders in, and this is my final trade of the day. Okay, so what are we looking for? Quite simple, guys. All right. So I don't know. Is there anyone on here that was on TikTok? Um, display capture. I don't understand why it's not allowing. Oh well, no idea what's happened, but yeah, the live studio on TikTok is officially broken. So guys, do you have a good weekend? Who's set for a massive week this week? Who's set for a massive week this week? Um, yeah, so oh yeah, I need to try and work out what's happened with TikTok. I have no idea, but I clicked some bloody optimize with AI for video, and I don't know if that's done it, but uh, let me update the stats while we're waiting. So that's 83 wins. And 6 wins for 2026. So we've not had a loss on live stream in 2026. Yeah, TikTok was weird. I couldn't even see the screen on my side. So I'm not sure what was going off. And now when I try and add in um, the screens, it doesn't allow me. So I'm not quite sure what's happened. I've definitely done something trying to optimize the situation and made it worse. So we have a buy stop order in above the current M15 candle high. That's this bearish candle high. We took our first trade under down here based off the 5 minute, which if I just show you, was this one here. We used a momentum entry on this one, coming into um, comics open. But like I said, I'm not gonna take a momentum entry here and then let the market move 50 points and then take a momentum entry up there. It's already taken that drive. So from my perspective, once I've seen that bullish candle close, it took out the highs initially. Now I want to see it reject or create a pullback. I want to see the sellers come in before buyers come back and start pushing the price up. Alternatively, we're going to start maybe looking for a change in structure, which would have to come below here, which is what's that, about 5,065. Uh, I have no idea what's going on there. Not happening. I'll have to look at this afterwards, but it's definitely bugging me now because I just don't understand why it's not happening. Well, NASDAQ, not a lot happening. Bitcoin's having a bit of a rally from where it is. Um, but yeah, I'm not. Only thing I'm interested right now is buys on gold. Okay, I'm not going to force any sells. Um, Sells will come once we see a change in structure, and a change in structure is just going to be as simple as this, guys. Um, let's just, for example, let's say we're looking at the 15-minute chart. You can see here price has created a support where these grouping of candles, sellers tried to push it down, buyers came back in. Sellers tried to push it down, we created some nice wicks, and then buyers pushed it in, and we've now created a resistance up here. So all I'm looking for is price either to come back down to this gray zone, where buyers are going to come back in and we'll look to trade it back up, or we're going to close below here and we can sell, or we can buy when price goes above like the 5100 and we look to fill this range all the way up there of 150 points, which was the wick that spiked up at what time was that? Around 6:45 this morning. Yeah. So objectives is to remain disciplined, is to who's this? Good morning, Mark and fellow traders. Please accept my well wishes for the trading session. May you all have positive portfolios today and have a great learning experience from the coming week. There we go. Lightning's back in the house. Thank you, Lightning. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with TikTok, so apologies. But hopefully the viewing is going to be easier for you over here on YouTube. I'm just going to put a little bit of music in the background because I need something to liven me up a little bit today. So 5 minutes to the news. Now remember, it is medium impact news. So I don't expect too much to come from it. It's called durable goods. Um, if price was to spike down here and then we managed to get a flip, then I'd look for that opportunity. We do have an entry above the high of this candle, which um, no, TikTok's not working, Lightning. I can't get my screens to show for some reason. So I have no idea what's going on over there. And my tech skills don't exactly help me out. Yeah, no, no, no. Nothing going on now, guys. We are just waiting patiently on the sidelines. Well, I'm gonna have fun and games trying to sort this out this afternoon because I just thought I'd done something there that sorted it out, but it hasn't. So 3 minutes for the news to come out. We'll see if we can get a spike up. I mean, listen, the dollar is basically on its backside right now. It's just crumbling, bless it. The question is, how low will it go? Looking at the dollar index, it is having a little bit of a rally, but I mean, look, the dollar index is such old hat. It doesn't, for me, it doesn't really represent anything. The dollar index is basically just like looking at dollar Swiss or inverted market of euro dollar. So best way for me to get a view of the dollar index is by looking at the dollar against all the major markets and then create a picture. Are you seeing dollar strength across them all, which is not happening? It is dollar weakness. Um, Now, once we start to see a bit of dollar strength come into play, that's when we should see gold start to have a little bit of a correction of some extent. All right, 1 minute, or I should say 15 seconds for this little bit of news. Okay, so news is still pending. Money wise moments. Hi Mark, happy to see you. I remember you from London Traders Show 2017. My God, that was forgive my appearance today. That was a long time ago. Yeah, wow. Was that was it finance magnets? I did a few of them back then. Right, okay. The adjustment's going to come in now. So we're going to look for the flip on the. So I've just moved my entry price down to below the high of this candle. Now I need to adjust my TPs. So look, still got 25 points take profit. We'll add in a 50 as well. Yeah, so definitely since 2017, got a bit older, got a bit grayer. Um, Markets have changed massively since back then, and so has my trading style. So back then, money-wise moments, I'm guessing I would have done a lot of talking about commitment of traders reports. I'd have been talking about seasonality and commitment of traders report back then. Now I'm just an out-and-out day trader. A few trades a day, couple in each session, London session, US session. Um, so I'm glad you can remember, but wow, that is a long time ago. Nearly 10 years ago. Now, if we get a close below this level, guys, we will be closing out. Uh, yep, above the current high of the M15 candle. Current M15 candle, just here. So looking for a flip entry. Now, if we get a close below here, I'm gonna kill it, and then we'll potentially look for shorts. Now, yeah, you can see it. Don't need to zoom in. So initial entry, buy stop is here. T1 25, T2 50, and then full exit. I'm just going to bring it down just above there. Now, if we do get a close below, I'm going to be super happy because this gold market, with all due respect, as much as seeing a trend like this is nice, it's not sustainable. It can't just keep jumping 2% a day every day. And every market needs to be able to cycle. So it's at times like this, and especially when everyone is talking about buying a particular market, there's always a time that I think it's always nice to be potentially sitting on the sidelines and go, do you know what? When everyone starts talking about it, that's the time to be concerned. When your friends who have never traded or start asking you, should we buy gold? Or should we buy silver? It's a time to get worried. And the reason I say that is because now it's getting saturated. It's at times like that where the rug pull happens. Once all the retail money gets in, it's giving those with large positions a nice time. It doesn't mean they're going to liquidate their entire positions, but you just start to take some profit. And then as you start to take profit, people panic because the market starts dropping. The retail punters lose a load of cash. Market drops down to another interesting level. Buyers come back in again. So that's the thing. Just be patient. Never let the market, always let the market come to you. Don't go chasing it. Now, Yeah, okay. So how many of you that are in here right now actually would like to know more about building a stock port completely separate to what I do? Building a stock portfolio, looking to use AI to help you develop the portfolio growth, and looking at coding so you can use, let's say, Python to develop your AI system to help you grow your portfolio. Is that something that would be of interest to anyone? If it is, we're going to be doing a webinar in the next month or two, probably end of February, early March, on how to develop your stock portfolio using AI and coding. And one of my team members will be hosting that. If that's something of interest, drop me a DM and we'll get you some info sent across. Forgive me, I'm so full of cold today. Well, it's not cold, it's just my sinuses. So I'd literally, yeah, I got a bit of the old Barry White sound going on. But just trying to breathe through my nose. It's a nightmare. Did any of you catch that gold trade with me? Yeah, Anna, you certainly do know who we're talking about. You've already started, haven't you? Let's have a look at some of the other markets while we're just waiting for gold to do something. Right. Okay, so look, first thing is we've got to think about direction of trend. Which way, just looking at the daily chart, let's pull the daily chart up. What trend do you see here, guys? What trend do we see? This is the daily chart. Okay, pretty simple, yeah? We can see that the daily chart is pretty much just hitting a sideways movement right now. So no bias off the daily chart. So once you don't have a bias off a higher time frame, what do you think you should do? When you don't have a bias of a particular time frame, what do you think you should do? Uh, hey Vic, how you doing? Okay, go to a lower time frame. Okay, so if something's really messy and noisy, what do we do? What does a lower time frame do? No, but no, but think what if something's messy and noisy, and we go to a lower time frame, what does that do? Does it reduce the noise or does it increase the noise? Yeah, Darren. It makes it noisier. There's more noise because there's more of everything. If you've got an easy trend to spot, then what you want to do is drop down the time frame. You want to reduce the noise that you see. So if you're looking at the daily and it looks like this, then why not go to the weekly and say, right, what do we see? Do we see trend? Do we see noise? Now, again, it's all looking pretty similar. Yeah. We've gone from super parabolic to then just this. So again, I was saying, right, well, the daily and the weekly are kind of just non-existent. We need something to happen. We need a break of structure. So one area of clarity is if we get below here off the daily, we can see we've got a good chunk, but that is what 24,700, basically an 800 point move. So I'm not interested in that. Um, 4 hour. So basically, because we've got no trend on the weekly and the daily, because we're day traders, now we've sifted out as much noise as we can, and there really is nothing to look at in terms of the higher time frame. So the only thing I want to do is I want to look at the oh, hold on a second. Gold, 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 gold. We're getting close. So the only thing I want to do now is I want to look at the lower time frames, mark out these the crystal clear levels that then has big, let's say, clear space to trade into. And that's it. Anything wherever we see clear space, we're going to look to trade into it. So we've got now what? 142. So a 15 minute is close to coming to an end. The 30, we're seeing a nice big rejection off the level. Our extended TP is below resistance. Yeah, we'll see. So keeping it nice and simple, guys. Not doing anything crazy, sticking with the trend, waiting for a rejection of our price points that we highlighted. Now, again, something that I'll give it one more minute, and if it hasn't triggered, then I'm going to cancel the order. Why am I going to cancel the order? Anyone know why I want to cancel the order in 1 minute? What's going to happen potentially? What's going to happen potentially? Right, where are we now? Let's cancel it now. I'm going to cancel it now. Yes, even bigger Harvey. Yeah, because we've got 1 minute to the next candle to open on the 15, there's probability that if we're using the bow and arrow method where we want to see a pullback before it moves higher, so we want to see the market grab liquidity before it breaks the highs, then on that basis, we want to just wait for the new candle to open, potentially have a wick down, and then we'll replace the next order. So it'll be the same price points. Okay, there we go. Wick down. So same entry, but I didn't want to just get caught in it going straight up. Let's put all right. You may think it's a little bit laborious, but there's method in the madness. Okay, so oh, there we go. We got the camera back on now. So trade management, yeah, we're just going to wait for the market to break the high of the previous 15-minute candle. As soon as it triggers, we'll bring our stop up underneath the low of the current trigger candle. Yeah, this will be the last trade of the day for me. I've only done one trade today. I don't think. I've not brought my tissue box in. So wick down, always nice to see. See if we can attract buyers. If it doesn't attract buyers and it keeps dropping, we just cancel the order. Here we go. Let's get the auto break even, 20 pips. Oh, doesn't. Okay, so just triggered in now, guys. Oh, that was a 15 pip instantaneous drop there. We just got back to our entry price and dropped 15 pips. Hmm. Would like to think this would just shoot up now. I'm going to be quite careful with this, guys. I don't want to turn a winning day into a losing day. Ooh. Very jittery. Oh, maybe a bit late for that now. All right. If I get the opportunity, guys, which I'm not sure I will now, I don't like the way it's just started to move. If it goes back to my entry price, I'm going to close half off. So let me just, why did that not happen? So as soon as it gets back above my entry price, I'm closing half off. So as soon as I see a blue number, I don't care whether it goes on to hit T1s, T2s. The fact it's broken the high of this candle 3 times now and not gone onto my TP, I'm a little bit not anxious, but I'm not as confident in the trade as I normally would be. So as soon as I see a blue number, I'm just going to hit close half. Okay, so you see we just put that in. Okay, and I'm going to break even now. It's 20 pips up. Remember, guys, risk management is key. I'd rather make less. There we go, TP1. So it's another strike for today. Okay, let's change the results. So we're 84 wins and we're out. 7. Okay. Oh, that didn't change. Why did that not change? There we go. Did I just? I'm gonna have to look. I don't know what if I caught the losses then, because I pressed 7, it didn't change. Let me have a look at Ian's message that he sent me. Yeah, it was 17. Okay, guys, there we go. That's we made money. That's the main thing. Um, like I say, I don't care what it does now. Uh, yeah, guys, there is chance that you could take the 30 as well. But remember, the 30 is going to close on the hourly. So you look at the hourly's bearish candle. Um, it's a valid setup. So just wait for a wick down. If it breaks the high, I'm calling it a day. 2 for 2. But that's me done. Uh, yeah, we could have made more money, but look, ultimately, it's not about you. Every day you could always make more money, and every day you could have lost. You could have lost less money. Today, um, we're in the top 1%. Why is that? Because we made money. For you to make money on a daily basis, you're in the top 1%. So, look, US live streams this year were 7 wins, 1 break even. Total trade since we've been recording them on US live stream, 84 wins, 17 losses, 14 break even. Yeah, that's not fluke, guys. That's not fluke. Statistically, I mean, I don't know, what's that? 31, 115. So calculator. Uh, 84 divided by 100. Oh, damn it. 84 divided by 115. That's a 73% success rate. If you exclude the break evens, then it's even higher. But if you want to see this from a stats point of view, let me share with you. Okay, so here we are. Bad Thursday last week. I think lost about $9,000. This week. Why does it not say last week? I think last week still finished up. I can't. Let me have a look. Da, 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 da. History. Oh, oh no, that's this week. History, custom, 19th to the 24th. Done. Okay, so last week I made a profit of $615, but there was $2,000 in commission. So I actually lost money last week, including commissions, all because of a silly mistake on Thursday. Not a silly mistake, just stupidity. But for the month, we're still significantly up. Uh, let's have a look. So this month we're up 11% without today, so it'll be about 11.5%. But yeah, that's so you can see, and this one was set up purely for um, everyone who joined live streams can see exactly what I'm trading. Any questions, guys? This account was set up since we started live streaming. So the trades that you see on the screen. So this is the one I trade every day. It was set up September. There you go. Not only gold, DAX and NASDAQ. But if I show you it, I think right now, stats wise, it's about 84% of my trades are on gold. Easiest way I can show you that is if I just log into social trader tools. Dashboard. Yeah, here you go. So gold, 87% of my trades, NASDAQ 9%, and DAX 4%. And then you can see the monthly returns there since we set it up. 6.3, 9.58, 17, 13.3, and then January without today's trades, which is about half, just under 0.5%. So it'll be about 11.4 tomorrow when you see this. So yeah, that's where we're at. It was at 14% last week, but like I said, I had a bad Thursday. Got greedy, tried to sell gold. So, Kaylin, thanks, guys. Yeah, I'm gonna call it a day now. I'm done for the day. But to be fair, just looking at the DAX, you might find it's breaking out. My alert just went off on TradingView. So wait for a close. Rasco, pleasure. So just wait for a close above, and then you can look for buy on the DAX. To be fair, because that will be a nice break of. All right, guys. Thanks so much. Members, I'll see you tomorrow. Everyone else, I will see you Wednesday. Shut up, Spencer. I've got to go. Someone's at the door. All right, guys. Take care. Bye bye.